Hello, I'm M.K.Davis. I got something I'd like to show you. Last June, Don Monroe and myself visited the famous Lovelock Cave in northern Nevada, and this cave has attached to it a legend, and it's a legend about a tribe of red-haired giants or red-headed barbarians, however you want to read it. But they were supposed to inhabit that area, and they were allegedly burned to death in a war with the Paiutes and other Native American tribes way back in antiquity. Well, we visited the cave, and on a rock way back in the back far reaches of the cave was a handprint, and it was in that same material that you see on the roof, a lot of soot, a lot of it's like a waxy, sooty, glycerin mix that's hardened over time, and you could actually see lifelines in that handprint and imprints of skin, or what appeared to be skin. And it was a very astounding thing to find, because this handprint was around 20 inches wide. So if it wasn't a handprint, it was certainly something. It certainly in every way resembled a handprint, except for its large size. So it was well documented. We took photos, and the photos got out to the internet, and it kind of caused a little stir and a sensation of sorts. And we found out later on that the handprint had been removed. Okay, so we made a visit back to see what had happened to it. And this is basically a before and after type of file here that kind of fades from one to the other. I want you to pay attention to the fact that there's green algae growing on this rock. And you look at the surface of the rock in the before, and look at the surface of the rock in the afterwards, and you'll see that surface, that face of that rock, has been evacuated. And when I say evacuated, I mean pitted. Something high pressure hit it. More than likely high pressure water, because of the green and blue algae that's growing on the rock, with this rock getting a little sunlight late in the day. It's enough for algae to grow when it's introduced to the rock. Before, in the June photo, there's no algae of any type growing on this rock. Afterwards, it's growing all over it, and then the rock face itself has been evacuated. So something high pressure, like a high pressure water, was used. And I don't mean car wash pressure. I mean extremely high pressure. Something, specialized equipment was taken, and that rock was completely removed, the facing of that rock. So I don't know. You be the judge, but take a look, see for yourself. Notice in the upper right, you see a little black triangle. It's a piece of soot, that kind of has the shape of a triangle. And they did not remove that, so they missed that, and I'm using it as a frame of reference for both pictures. You see that same smudge is in both pictures, and you can kind of see where the handprint was and where it's no longer. It's simply unthinkable to me that someone would go and do this kind of thing to deface this. This is all of our heritage. Not just Native American, but all of us. It's a piece of history. And although it may be currently considered forbidden archaeology, that handprint existed, or what appears to be a handprint existed. Now it no longer does, and that's very disturbing to me. Anyway, I thank you for your time.